Greetings, Benjamin J. from Ben's Trains with another in the series. Well, a follow-up on that Lionel 1110 that showed up today. Picked this up on eBay, of course, $7.50. And as you can see, I've touched up the paint, and this actually looks quite respectable. It's far from perfect, but it's in really decent shape. It runs nice, it looks nice, and it was really, really cheap. That's the name of the game. So far from perfect. There's still lots and lots of little dinks and nicks in the paint, but I've touched up all the missing paint, and this actually looks quite good. It's running well. I've transferred it to the third rail, pulling 18 Marx cars at 60% power. As you can see, that's running really, really well. So it was definitely worth the $7.50. There's no doubt about that. Anyway, there was 3 bidders on this. I was the high bidder at $7.50. I actually bid $8, got it for $7.50. So there wasn't a whole lot of interest in it, simply because it didn't look nice. You know, you should judge a locomotive by how it runs, not by how it looks. But in this case, if nothing else, I could have used it for parts. But it didn't take much to get it running. A few drops of oil, some judicious cleaning, lubing, and tuning, and this locomotive is running really, really well. Pulling 18 Marx cars, as you can see. So, good long consist, nice looking locomotive that was really, really inexpensive. Hard to beat that combination. So, I gotta say it, don't overlook the junk. This was really, really cheap. It was easy to fix. There was really nothing wrong with it. It had been sitting, we know it was in storage for 12 years. It had been sitting longer than that without running, no doubt. But as you can see, it runs nice. It's more than acceptable looking. I don't think anyone would object to owning this. You know, I don't usually buy Lionel unless I can get it really cheap. And this fit the category, no doubt about that. Let's speed it up a bit. So as you see, it runs quite well. Good constant speed all the way around the rail, pulling 18 cars with no problem at all. It was absolutely dirt cheap, and it was fun to work on. That's the best part about it. And there wasn't a whole lot to do to it, actually. It was basically just cleaning and lubrication. This thing had been sitting for decades. Slow it back down. But as you can see, it was definitely worth $7.50. No doubt about that. I took it apart and cleaned it. I put a lens in it, and that light bulb you still can't see very well, so I'm going to replace the bulb. But I put a lens in it, as you can no doubt tell. So I'm quite pleased with it. I'll pull that bulb out, either change it or clean it. I'm not exactly sure why it's so dim. The thing with Lionel is Lionel has a center tap on the main coil, and they use 6-volt light bulbs. So I may just put a 12-volt bulb in here and wire it direct to the contactor. I don't know why. I guess Lionel did that to make sure that those light bulbs never burn out, because they don't seem to ever burn out. This is the original bulb, so this thing is 1949, so that bulb has been in there for 70 years, and it's still working. So like I said, I may just swap it out. I've got some more around here somewhere. But I pulled it apart, put a epoxy lens in it. Now this did not come with a lens. And then basically just lubing and tuning. I didn't really have to do much to it at all. It had been sitting for a very, very, very long time. So I've touched up the paint, lightly oiled it. The oil is really, really soaking into this paint. And I'll probably put another coat of oil on it, let it set. In the meantime, it's up and running. It looks nice. It was dirt cheap. It was fun to fix. And I have a new Lionel locomotive for $7.50. Really difficult to beat that. Anyway, I just want to do a quick follow-up video. Again, don't overlook the junk. $7.50, and here it is, up and running. So total cost with shipping was $18. As you see, that's definitely worth $18. Costs more to ship it than it did to buy it. So, I'm really pleased with it. It was fun to work on. It's running well. Pulling a 18 car consist, you just can't beat that. Anyway, I just want to do a quick follow-up on this. Lionel 1110, eBay $7.50, and running like a champ. Running really, really well. Really pleased with it. Anyway, just a quick follow-up video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email. BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.